Hey, we are Your Favorite Color.
And we're on Buzz.
The name came from an old song I wrote a long time ago called Your Favorite Color is Red and Mine is Blue. At the time, I was just trying to find a new name before Your Favorite Color. The band was called Perry, P-E-R-I. And I just wanted to get something with a little bit more of a statement. The name crossed through my mind, and I didn't really like the sound of it. And I was talking with a few other ex-bandmates, and they knew the song, and one of them said just out loud, how about Your Favorite Color? And just the way it came out of his mouth, it had a ring to it, and I decided that would be it.
Europe was awesome. I think that the responses that we got out there were unlike anything that we've ever really seen in the States. For me, it was my first time in Europe. I know for a lot of the other guys, it was also their first time. So I've never even experienced a show out there or even just life out there in general. But just the amount of overwhelming support and that we received just as openers was amazing. And they really know how to have a good time out there, I would say.
They made us feel like rock stars, after they watched us play or during, screaming, and then meeting us after, we're just some dudes from Southern California, it was definitely a weird feeling, but it was so fun.
And it is definitely more rare to find audiences that rowdy in America, at least for a lot of the shows I've been to. But there have been plenty of shows, though, that do bring that type of energy. It really just, I think, depends on the devotion of the fans and the artist performing and how much that artist wants to turn up the dial. Because I think everybody has it in them to want to go that crazy. It's up to the artist to let them feel safe enough to do that with them. So I think that will be our goal. Easier said than done, but we're going to give it our best shot to make the most of it every show. I think all of us love listening to music just through generations, all the way from ABBA to Tears for Fears to Oasis, and then of course we all grew up in the early 2000s. So when we sit down to work on a song together, we never really know what's going to happen. But since we all kind of have those musical influences and like so many different styles of music, it's really just kind of random what comes out when we sit down. But we do really like to gravitate towards 80s and 90s music because it just has a classicness to it. It just feels very timeless. And that would be our goal, to be a band that could make music that is timeless.
Yeah, I think also bringing a group of songs to a good producer, they're gonna make everything cohesive on an album too, So I think having the help of a good producer helps make, captures your sound.
With all of us having so much different and great musical influences, it was a journey of finding what type of sounds make David happy, me happy, Nikki happy, Foz happy, and how does that all become one sound? And I think that is kind of what we came to find when we wrote the song For You. When we wrote that song, at the time, I think we were really just focused too much on how to make it and how to become successful online and get lots of followers and things like that. What kind of TikToks do we need to be posting? Things like that. And it just kind of became not very fun anymore for me. And I was even debating, not doing it anymore. But then we all just decided, screw it. Let's go take a trip out to an Airbnb in the middle of the desert. And we just, reminded ourselves of why we do music. And For You was the song that came out, and I remember David started playing on like a Strat guitar that he hadn't played on before, and just the sound of that song was so liberating and inspired, I think, all of us again tenfold for our love for music. And that was a sound that we wanted to just have the rest of the music moving forward feel like and sound like. So it's also nice that the album's named after that song.
I'm dreaming and I'm screaming for you, for
you. We always write what we want to hear, and but what we put out and everything like that to the world is something that we also want to think that could allow us to connect with people and build a real group and a real family around like what your favorite color means and the songs around it. So
the last record, a lot of the songs were demos from over the years, so we did have a lot of material to bring into a producer, and we spent a lot of days doing pre-production on those songs, chopping them up, adding parts, taking parts away. Recently, we're in the studio more, and just trying to write, inside the studio, like on the spot. So it just all depends. I think writing in the studio is new for us. We're just so used to just being at home, writing ourselves and bringing it to the studio. So, and it is comfortable writing at home, but when you have all the tools at a studio too, it's also like, it could be eye-opening and it could help with the creativity when you have all these tools and this producer right there. It could be more fun sometimes.
That's really cool. That's dope. Yeah, that's sick. Flames.
I think whenever you work with somebody, there's going to be a little bit of a trade-off because you want them, you're choosing to work with them, and they have creative preferences, and you don't want to go in there and strong-arm somebody to make them do the sound you want. That's just not fun collaborative process. So that's why it's so important to try to find somebody who already can enhance your vision or aligns with it. Differed over the years. There's been a lot of trial and error. But again, we did, come across Stefan.
Yeah, it was clear, like on the first day, that he got it.
We just released a new single. It was a cover of "Hold Me Now" by the Thompson Twins. That was exciting to release. That was something we did for our fans, getting us to over 10,000 followers on Instagram. So yeah, super happy with the people who have been following us, and huge thank you to them. But yeah, that was really fun releasing that song just 2 days ago. And I think as of now, we're just working on writing the next material. I think we already have some material that we're very excited about, and we're going to be looking for that next either tour opportunity, either us headlining or playing with another great band like the Driver Era. You can follow us on Instagram at Your Favorite Color the Band, and on Spotify. If you guys ever want us to try to come play for you where you live, let us know to go follow us on Bandcamp. That's a great way for us to see where to come.
Bands in town.
Bands in town. Sorry.
Bandcamp's great too.
Bandcamp throwback.
Yeah, Apple Music. We have Twitter too.
Yeah.
Or X.
Yourfavoritecolor.com as well.
Yeah. Our website.
YFC the band, TikTok, all that stuff. Hi, we are Your Favorite Color, and you've just been buzzed.